Hey, I told you I'd come back with a life update, uh, whatnot. I do need to do a video about our new mood project, Mal, whatever it is. I will do that. I was hoping to have, just long story. Um, but in case you didn't know, for 3 weeks, not this week, but 3 weeks before, I babysat for, first it was for my niece. Um, she has two. She has a 3-year-old and a 3-month old, which they're very, the 3-month old is a happy baby. She just gets tummy aches, and that's the only time she really gets fussy. And the 3-year-old, my goodness, I remember my kids at 3 years old were exhausting. He's good, very well behaved, very good. Of course, my niece said he doesn't behave that well for her, but I think that's a lot of times that's the truth. Your kids act better for someone else than they do for you. So that was 1 week because her babysitter had something going on with her back. We'll get to that. Then there was the next week that I drove back and forth that week. That took a lot out of me. It's not a long drive. It's like 30 minutes, but it's still 30 minutes one way, 30 minutes another way. And then, being there, but it was okay. And then I stayed with my nephew for the week because he works nights, and so therefore it's further to his house. It's further to drive. LJ needed the vehicle, how that goes. And so I stayed there the week, and I guess I was headed for a flare, and I was fighting it because I was falling asleep when I shouldn't be. I slept a lot more, not good sleep, but broken sleep. Anyway, I just felt real exhausted and not well. So then the next week, my niece still needed me, which I started to think that the babysitter was just trying to find a reason to not babysit for her without just saying, I just don't want to. Which is, if you don't want to, you should let that person know so they can start looking for someone else instead of they're trying to hold this job for you that you're not gonna, you know what I mean? So I went and I stayed. I part of the week I stayed because that Monday I go to head there and the car overheats. So I came back home. The car made it home, and then my daughter took me, and I stayed till I think Wednesday, and then LJ stayed till Wednesday, and then LJ went and got me Wednesday. He did a temporary fix on the car, and he went and got me, and then I drove Thursday and Friday back and forth. And so I was supposed to watch them, sorry, again this week. But, so, okay, I had another ear infection. In the left ear, it cleared up because she called me in some steroids and antibiotics. But my right ear, I had finished the steroids and was still on the antibiotics, my right ear started draining stuff. So I didn't know what was going on. But I was like, I'll be all right. I was keeping a cotton ball in it. I was trying to keep it clean. And I thought, I'll be fine. Like, this is just, I can't keep going to the doctor for ear infections. Like, this is insane. And then Sunday hit, and I guess the flare I'd been fighting off on top of the ear stuff just got me. So I messaged her Sunday night, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to tell you now. I really thought I could sleep it off this weekend. I cannot watch the kids. There's just no way. I'm not going to be able to stay awake. I'm not going to be able to care for them the way they need me to. I can't for myself and for the kids. I can't do it. She was understanding. So I made a doctor's appointment, and I got in on Wednesday. She cannot figure out what's going on with my ears, except for that I have a whole bunch of congestion. She can see it in my ears and everything, but it's not draining from here. It's my eyes started draining a little bit of stuff right before I went to see her, but yeah. So apparently the only place it could find was my ear for whatever reason. The weird thing is it didn't drain out of this ear, and it didn't matter if I was laying on this side of my head or this side of my head at night. It did it. So I don't know. But she put me on steroids again. Yay. I don't like them because I get very manic. And it would be great if I could complete a project, like, something that I need to do. Because we started to clean the room yesterday, deep clean it, trying to get the cat hair and the dust out to maybe help my allergies a little. I'm not allergic to cats. Like, they don't aggravate it, but we just feel like that. So we were going to deep clean the bedroom. Okay. It needed it anyway. We want to rearrange it, all that good stuff. We're trying to make a space where I can comfortably kind of craft in my own little room. Anyway, so, and we got started late, and then we did get the closet mostly cleaned out. I have a bag to go to the women's shelter here that I tell you I donate to. I have a bag of clothes because I've gained weight. And I don't see me, even if I lose weight, it's stuff that I can live without. I'm starting to really enjoy dresses and stuff. I'm going through some kind of phase. And so I bagged it up. And then we just have his clothes to go through because he too has gained weight. But that's since he's gotten with me. Mine is just within the last couple of years, and mostly a lot this year. So we still got to go through his half, but it's not like mine. Mine, I couldn't get through my clothes. And so we got that part done and got some stuff thrown away. And then that's all we got done, because then I made shepherd's pie last night. I could concentrate enough to do that. I've never made it. I made a regular one with ground beef, and then I made a vegetarian one with Beyond Beef for the twins. I don't know what the vegetarian one tasted like because I don't eat that. I mean, nothing against you if you do. That's great. If I could learn to enjoy the flavor, I would so go vegetarian. But I just can't. I've tried, and it's just not me. I suppose if a doctor told me it was life or death for me to stop eating meat, I probably would. But it came out good. And I say both of them came out good because LJ had seconds. Rana had seconds because Rana came and ate with us. Her fiance was at work, and they were going to Colorado this weekend, so I wasn't going to get to have Easter with them. So they came, she came in. She had seconds. She hardly ever has seconds unless it's just something that I make that she normally just loves. The twins had seconds, and then when I was putting it away, I had a few extra bites. So it came out very good. I was proud, very happy. And now it's a meal that it's really not that expensive. The most expensive part is the ground beef and the Beyond Beef. So, the meat part is the most expensive part. And it's an easy meal that I can fix when I'm not feeling so hot. I could actually do a freezer meal. I could start making freezer meals up when I'm feeling good, which is something I might do. Anyway, so I made dinner. So we had to cut cleaning the room short, and then we were both tired. So we watched our F movie, which we will do a movie on, or a video on, in a couple days. Probably not tomorrow because it's Easter and we have plans. So we spent, Rana stayed and we visited. Then Rana took the twins for a cruise, and we started our movie and whatnot and fell asleep. Well, I just started falling asleep before Footloose was over. He had never watched it. It is one of my all-time favorites, but I love a lot of 80s movies. So I used to have the biggest crush on Kevin Bacon back then. Yeah. But the town that Footloose is in made me think a lot of the time that I grew up in. Anyway, so very judgy. So maybe that's why, because I was probably I was the outsider. I moved it when we were 7th grade, when I was in 7th grade, and everyone else had lived there their whole lives. So I kind of felt a connection with it. But anyway, so we watched Footloose, and then I still couldn't sleep because that's what these dang steroids do to me. So I was up, I crocheted some. I have not finished my mood blanket. So here's the deal. I'll just tell you about the mood blanket situation, and then I'll make a separate video. The mood blanket situation is, I only did January and February because if I added March, for one, March was a crazy month. My birthday, Rihanna's birthday, my nephew's birthday. Okay. On top of babysitting. And so I didn't even keep up with my moods in March like I should have. I probably could have gone back and remembered most of them, because I'm very, I guess because of how long that I have dealt with my mental illness, I kind of know what days how I felt what days. Um, Especially since my mom passed. I don't know why I have become so mindful of how I feel. But I usually was trying to do it, like at least write it down, but trying to do it that night, like how do I feel like my day ended up today. So March, I didn't have most of my moods, and so, and then it would have been way too big for my bed. Okay, so I'm but I don't even have all of February. I've got like 3 days left to put into February because it's so big, it's hard for me to work on. You get the idea. But when I get it done, it will be in the, I made a playlist for the Mood Project Mal. And Lottie's, she shows her blanket, because she did, Karen's doing it. Karen doesn't have a channel, Karen Smith, but when she gets it all finished, I will include it in one of my videos about the projects. But she's got to finish hers, but she did it and Lottie did it. And so I'm thinking I'm going to send something to each one of them when I get the chance for participating, because it made me feel really good. I like this because honestly, it's making me take account of what might be triggering some things, and making me realize that I'm in a way different place than I was almost 3 years ago. My mom passed August of 3 years ago. So you get what I'm saying. Like, I've come a long way. And I attribute that to my counseling, my mindfulness, a few things. So anyway, so looking at it, it's going to go on our bed, and that's probably how I'll try to take a photograph of it, but I don't know if I can video it. It's that big. So, yeah, I may try to video it before I wash it, so that way, if it gets, because I'll have to do it outside. So I'm getting off on subject. So that's that. And I did start my new one, which I will talk about in a different video. I don't know why I just got off on that. So today I cleaned out our dry goods totes, because we don't have enough storage space for dry goods, or we don't have a lot of cabinet space. So we got clear totes so we could see what was in them, and we put dry goods in them so nothing can get into them, and also so that we have space. So I did that today. Some of that stuff was, oh, we're not ever going to eat it, we'll donate it, whatever. And then I repotted some plants, a couple plants. I had a oxalis that I had put it in a really big pot, and I think it didn't need to be in that big of a pot right now, so I downsized it. Someday I'll videotape that one. I replanted my purple basil, because some of the ones I had bought that were in the pot, because it was like 2 to 3 plants to a pot, they were crowding each other. So I put them I kind of am trying to make a kitchen garden where I can just take some fresh herbs and literally right there in the kitchen, if I can figure out space. So I've got purple basil. I did that. And then there was a plant LJ got me that, well, let's just say I don't know if he'll survive. I'm trying to resuscitate him, her, whichever. It's one I've really wanted, and it's not a pothos. Any other time I could think of the name. Anyway, right now, if it comes back to life, I'll show it to you. But I had not done anything with it because it was really wet when I got it, so they were overwatering it. So I thought, well, I'll let it dry out. Well, I checked it today. I thought, you know what? I'm in this mood, so I take it out, and a lot of the plant just fell off because they had given it root rot. They had watered it too much. So I repotted it in some different dirt, and I put it, and I'm hoping that the roots will take off. Yesterday I planted some elephant ear and some lily of the valley, because that was my mom's favorite flower. I did it in pots this year, so maybe the lily of the valley will grow. But that's what I did today with my plants. I also have a really cute propagation station going on that I will show y'all later. I'm real proud of that. I'm everywhere today, aren't I? But I will, eventually I want to videotape all my plants. I want to tell you about every one of them and why I just love it and blah, blah, blah. My house is starting to look like a jungle, but that's okay because I like it that way. It makes me happy. I don't think the twins like it that much. And Rihanna said she doesn't want her house to look that way, but you know, LJ, as long as LJ is okay with it, then it's okay. So I went to the doctor and I got way sidetracked, and I went to the doctor. She put me on steroids again to dry up the congestion, because she said she just doesn't understand why. I take an allergy med, and then I take 2 antihistamines. I take one for my allergies, and another one is for allergies and my anxiety. I take three a day, 3 different pills, and I take this once a day, I take this twice a day, and I take this 3 times a day. I'm taking all those meds, using Flonase nose spray, and still feel I'm still having problems. So yes. So she put me on a different steroid. She put me on prednisone this time, and what else did she has me taking Mucinex, because she said she really didn't want me on it because it raises my blood pressure, and I have high blood pressure. In case you didn't know, I have high blood pressure. But she said that she thinks that I just really need to not overdose myself, but bombard myself with stuff that's going to help dry it out and clean everything out. And then when I had gone to the rheumatologist, the only thing he knew that would help with my pain was medicinal marijuana. And if you have negative feelings about that, that's fine, but you don't have to tell me. I mean, because everyone's entitled to their own feelings. I did a research paper in college on it, and I happen to know that is the only thing that when I'm having a bad flare and my whole body hurts, that will take the pain away. And there are times when it's so bad that I'm crying at night. So all judgment aside, I could be taking high-powered narcotics. But anyway, so he had said he didn't have a problem with me getting my medicinal license, but I didn't have the paperwork with me. So when I talked to my GP, she said yes, that if I got the paperwork, she would fill it out for me and help me get my license. And I'm not going to lie to you, the only reason I really need a license because I could get marijuana to smoke. But for one, I want to be legal. And for two, because I won't smoke because my mom died of COPD. And so did my aunt. And so I want to get edibles, and you have to go to a dispensary. You can't get those in New Mexico without your license. So I am going to try that because I don't need it every day or all day, but there are times at night when I hurt so bad, and sometimes during the day, but more at night, that I can't stand it and I can't sleep. And then I have where I'm falling asleep sitting up in the day because I couldn't sleep. You understand. So there's that. She wants me to get my vaccine, which I already planned on it, but I was babysitting, and then I messed up somehow I thought I had gotten my confirmation number and been signed up, and then I have no idea. When I gave the nurse, my doctor's nurse, my confirmation number, he said it was not valid, and so I have to go in and redo all that. So there's that. So I'm going to get my COVID vaccine. So we discussed that too, because she really wants me to get it. And I don't have a problem with that, because then I can actually I might feel safe going to play bingo and stuff, because they have opened some stuff up here in New Mexico, but people are acting like COVID's completely gone, and it's not. Just a second. Okay, where was it? Oh, so I've got to get that done this next week. I wanted to do this video today and ask y'all what your plans are for Easter. My oldest went to Colorado because her fiance's grandma is like 80 or almost 80. This will probably be her, because it's to go see his family, her fiance's family. And this will probably be her last trip to Colorado, and so they felt like they should go and spend Easter with her, and because she lives here in our town. But Rana's never met that family. Well, she's met some of them that came here, but she's never been there. She's never been to Colorado, so that was a chance for her to get to go somewhere she's never been. And also his grandma gets to have them with her, you know what I mean. So yeah, they thought that would be nice. Rana's never really, other than Missouri, been on a trip out of state, and they took their pups with them. They were going to leave them with his brother, and they decided, because they had already planned on it and gotten a motel where they could have them, so they took my grand pups with them. And she said they actually enjoyed the ride. Bentley's very hyper. They're both, well, Bentley's like pure pit bull, and Miley's pit bull mix. Miley's smaller, Bentley's a huge muscular, and they enjoyed their ride immensely and are doing very well, she told me. So they won't be here for Easter, and I still make my grown kids Easter baskets, so I gave them all to them early. The twins don't want to go. I'm going to my sister's, but the twins don't want to go, so I'm going to do Easter lunch with them. I'm going to make potato salad, and I have a turkey roast, or turkey breast, that I'm going to make for, I'm going to cook it. I'm going to have some, and then LJ and I will have it to eat throughout the week, and I'll make them some of their vegetarian things. And I got them both their favorite dessert, coconut cream pie and chocolate pie. I didn't make them because the potato salad will be enough, and maybe bread, but I doubt it. So I'm going to do lunch with them. Then dinner time tomorrow, we're going to my sister's, and I've been spending more time with my baby sister. She's got, I don't want to talk about it because she doesn't give me permission, but she's just got some health issues going on, and I appreciate my family and I think of them, but when you get worried about somebody, it makes you put a little more thought into them. And of course, she knows about all the stuff going on with me, and me watching her grandkids. We've kind of reconnected, and that has made me happy. I'm not super close to my sisters, so I'm happy we're going for dinner. She invited us, and I wish I could go and help her get everything together, but LJ's got to sleep tomorrow because he has to work tonight, and then he has to work tomorrow night, so he'll need to sleep up until when we leave. And so I won't be able to go and help her, but maybe I'll be able to stay long enough to help her clean up. So that'll be nice. I'm really looking forward to that. We got some stuff for Sebastian, the 3-year-old. We got him these little bug, like to catch bugs with and to look at bugs with, like a magnifying glass and then a little deal. And yeah, just a little something. And then I've got to think of something for the baby. Not that she'll really realize, but my great niece won't be there. My nephew, I don't know if he has her for Easter, but they're doing something with his girlfriend's family, and so he won't be there. But the rest of her family will be there, and my other sister, I'm sure she was invited, but she doesn't ever go. So, but I'm looking forward to that, and having time with my sister and her. Okay, so my video ran out of space. I talked too long, so that happens when I'm manic, by the way. I just want to tell you guys, also, my wonderful friend Kelly from KO Crafts with Kelly. So, all of you guys are great. When it comes to you check on me if you haven't heard from me and stuff. I reached out to her the other day because I was just really feeling like my channel didn't make a difference. It's not about making it to 1,000. Don't get me wrong. I would love to, and I got real happy because I was over 700. but that's only because I did the Christmas in July fairies, Christmas fairies, whatever that was. And I don't want to get subscribers that way. I want to have subscribers that watch me because I talk about something they need to hear, or that they need to know that someone feels the same way they do, or in my crafts, and I want you to watch because you want to watch. Okay, I don't mind. Oh, every once in a while, you know, I want to do something nice for somebody, but so it's not so much that. I would like to get to 1,000 so I can do live on my phone easier, because it's kind of a complicated process other than that. And I'd like to be able to use my community post page. Other than that, it really doesn't matter to me. But I had messaged her and I was like, I just don't know how I'm going to do my... Now, it was also, I wasn't feeling good, and I was kind of in a really depressed place. I was feeling real bad. Feeling bad about not being able to watch the kids. Feeling bad because I didn't feel good. Tired. So tired of being tired. I know that some of you can relate to that. And so I messaged her and she was like, but there might be that one person that doesn't tell you you made a difference, but you did. Well, that got me thinking, like, you're right. And she asked me, she goes, do you enjoy it? And I was like, most of the time. Like, times when I think nobody's really paying attention, not so much. But I said yes. And I go, I have those subscribers that are loyal subscribers that they watch me, they comment, they make me feel good. And not because I need you to tell me how awesome I am, because I know you listen and you want to listen to me. And you share your life with me, and I feel like we're friends. So, big shout out to K.O. Kelly. Thank you. Don't get me wrong, my subscribers that don't have a channel, you guys, when you check on me, and your comments mean the world to me. I was just having one of those days, and I needed a fellow YouTuber to tell me it's not about everybody, it's about the ones that actually watch and pay attention. And she's right. So I love y'all. Thank you. And thank you, Kelly, for the pep talk. That being said, Kelly is to 800 and something. So I'm sure you guys have all subscribed to her, because, well, the ones that watch me, because y'all are cool. But if you haven't, please go check her out. If you like what she has to say, subscribe to her, because when she hits 1,000, I'm going to do a giveaway to one of my wonderful subscribers that is also subscribed to her. So there you go. So there's that to look forward to if you want to. I would just like to help her get to 1,000 because she wants to. She's doing giveaways for her birthday. So that's cool. I'm going to try to make some stitch markers to send to her to give in the giveaways. But she and her birthday's in May. And then also LJ is at 90 subscribers. I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but he does talk about sobriety, not just his music. I've tried to give him some pointers because he feels like, no, it's not. But I said it does. Like Kelly told me, there's that one person struggling to stay sober that he could say the one thing, because not everybody reacts to what people, every person has to say. Everybody connects on a different level. And so I feel that way. But if he reaches 100, I'm going to do a giveaway. I don't know for what I will do a giveaway on my channel. But you'll have to be a subscriber of mine and his, and only because I think it would make my husband very happy to hit 100. And then I'm going to try to start joining in on his, because he hasn't recorded in a while, start joining in on his videos and try to help him out a little, because we are both doing the sober thing together. So he's been sober longer than I haven't been drunk since he quit drinking, but I've had a sip here and there. I haven't even drank a whole drink since he stopped drinking, but I've had a taste of this and that. So, but he's knocking it out of the ballpark, and I'm so proud of him because his body was starting to already show signs of needing to stop. So there's those two things, guys. And then I have to say one thing about the Hat Not Hate. Jennifer has not contacted me, and I'm not going to email her. I decided that she needs to contact me, and she has a week. So Jennifer, if you're watching, you have a week to email me and tell me you saw that you won. Okay? I have your email, and so I will know it's you. But you have a week to contact me, and if not, then I will be choosing another number. So I think I better end there because this is like 36 minutes or something that I've gone. I love you guys, and I will try to be back to tell you what the new mood project is, because we're already like, on the 3rd day of April. If you want to join in, because it's actually kind of fun. Lottie said she's enjoying it and learning a lot about her moods. Yeah, sometimes it's way different than you thought it was going to be when you think, oh, well, I have a lot of down days. And you might find out you have more up days, and you might think that you're the person that doesn't really get that angry, but then you realize you get a little angry. Or that, oh, well, I'm always positive, and you're like, I had some days where I thought life sucked forever. So, yeah, I mean, I really need to go start doing a detailed journal. I think that's the next step I need to take. But so I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Hope to see you later on today. Happy Easter, and love y'all. Bye.